Welcome to Torah. I'm Megan Yates, and this week we're going camping. So this week's Torah portion is going to be on the road. Studying the Torah portion in the car is actually pretty easy. Sometimes we listen to recordings while we're in the car of the Torah portion from Rabbi Eric in Pensacola. We also take turns reading the Torah portion from the Bible. And it's easy to ask questions because we have a captive audience.
This week's Torah portion is called Toldot, which means history. It's found in Genesis 25:19 through 28:9.
We start off this Torah portion with Rebecca and Isaac having their twin sons. They name the babies Esau and Jacob. God tells them that the older will serve the younger. Esau comes out hairy all over.
Hairy baby. Hairy baby.
And Jacob came out holding Esau's heel. As sons grow up, we get to see more of their personalities. We learn that Esau is a man of the field and a hunter. Oftentimes in the Bible, the field stands for the world. So we can look at it as Esau was a man of the world. We also learn that Jacob dwelled in tents. This tells us that Jacob liked to stay close to Isaac and Abraham and learn the promises of God. We learn that Esau wants to be a part of the world and Jacob wants to be a part of God's kingdom. Next thing we see Esau give up his birthrights over a bowl of soup. We see that Esau does not care about the responsibilities that come with God's promise. As we proceed through the story, we see that Isaac is now getting old. He wants to bless his son Esau, so he told him to go out and kill a deer and make him some delicious stew. This plan and instead works out her own plan. Isaac accidentally gives Jacob Esau's blessing. We see that Esau still thinks he deserves a blessing even though he gave away his birthright. So Esau wants none of the responsibilities of God's promise, but he wants the blessings of his father's inheritance. But God shows us through this Torah portion that blessings only come if we accept the responsibility of his promise. If we will not follow his ways, there is no blessings left over for us. In the last part of this week's Torah portion, Isaac tells Jacob where to find his bride. He can't find a wife in Canaan. He's instructed to pick a wife from his uncle Laban's daughters. Can't wait to see what happens next week. Shabbat Shalom. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.